Hello Plums, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. So sorry about the delay with this video. I know that I had mentioned on my Instagram I was going to upload it on the 1st of November, but that day just went by a little bit too fast for me, but it is the 2nd as I speak, and with the little light that's left over of the day, I figured I would go ahead and film this, edit it really quickly, and upload it as soon as I'm done. So let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, and by the way, yes, I am aware that my book is upside down. As a fellow left-handed doodler, I don't really enjoy having like the plastic round, like the the spirals digging into my wrist, so I've just kind of gotten into the habit of drawing with my books flipped over. Left-handed's gotta do whatever left-handed's gotta do, I guess. So for those of you who aren't aware, there is technically like an official prompt list sent out every year so that people can use these prompts as inspirations for their doodles. Not really any strict rules when it comes to Inktober. Some people use the prompt list, some make their own prompts, some don't use prompts at all, so it's very much flexible. For the first few days though, I did use the prompts just because I was kind of stuck on what to draw. So the first day, the prompt was rings. Now, I'm sure a lot of people went down the dainty route and made like beautiful crystals and wedding rings and all this beautiful thing. Now, my brain doesn't work like that. My fat ass went straight to food, so I thought, how about onion rings? I was also very much into a Shane Dawson mood at the time, although, let's be real, I'm always in a Shane Dawson mood. And so my mind thought, why don't I make a little pig on his birthday having the time of his life with a lot of ring-shaped food. So we got donuts, we got bagels, onion rings, a bundt cake, little shrimpies, and you know, he's just living his best life. Very simple but very cartoony style, and I like how it turned out. Next prompt was mindless, and I knew that I wanted to draw a brain for this, and again, not very original, but I have never had a brain before. I have never had a brain before. And because Inktober is about challenging yourself, I kind of went straight for it and drew a brain. I also tried out different shading strategies like speckling, and this hand's just, yeah, let's just gonna hide that there. There's not really a story to it, but yeah, just a creepy guy with creepy eyes, and I don't know, maybe he's holding his own brain? Probably not. Probably doesn't fit in that head. Proportions are kind of off, but yeah, creepy guy holding a brain. Spooky. Inktober 3, the prompt was bait, and now, anyways, a lot of people did fish things, and I, again, didn't really want to do something so mainstream, I guess. And so my brother, if any of y'all have been to my live streams, you all remember Eric. Who doesn't love Eric? He suggested, hey, why don't you make a fish fishing for a person instead? And I just loved the idea, and the second he said that, this came into my mind, and I don't know, I just really like how this turned out. I think the guy is pretty cool too. It's very different style from what I would usually do. Kind of gives me like an 80s newspaper comic strip style, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's very kind of old-fashioned, but I really like it. I don't know what else to say. It's a fish catching a person. And also the bait is donuts. Maybe the fish and the pig are friends. Who knows? Next up we have Freeze for day 4, and I was so tempted to do Elsa even though I knew that it was going to be overdone, but the reason I wanted to do Elsa first was because I have never done Elsa before, and I figured if I don't draw her now, I never would, because I'm not gonna be honest, I'm not the hugest fan of that movie. I think it's kind of overrated. Although at the same time, I'm definitely going to watch the sequel, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the movie, but her design is pretty, so I wanted to draw Elsa, but I ended up not. Instead, I ended up drawing this girl, kind of in like a graphic novel-y style. I tried to do like some interesting shading there. Like I kind of mixed cell shading with like line shading and also stippling. I kind of just tried to combine it, and I think I like it. I think there's some good things in here. Not a fan of the placement of the snowflakes. If I could redo one thing, it would be that, but not too bad. I had fun with this one. Now here's where I kind of started to get a little bit lost. The prompt was build, and I just really wasn't feeling it. I think I was like really tired from work this day, but I knew that I had to push through because as soon as you miss one day of October, it's all downhill from there. It's just so hard to get back into it. So I pushed through and made this. It doesn't really have a story. I would just say it's like a woman, you know, she's pretty young. She's still got a lot of life ahead of her, but she's very unsure of who she is, and she feels like pieces of herself are kind of missing and drifting away. Like she's trying to find out who she is, but none of it's really sticking. She's building herself, you know. I liked how wings turned out. The scratchy was kind of an accident because I was just kind of getting lazy, but then I ended up doing it and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool, you know. I also think I did a pretty good job at duplicating the wings. Like I didn't use stencils or anything. I just kind of drew it 2 times, and I think I did a good job in making them the same size and the same shape. I do like how I kind of put it all together by making like this ring of circles. I thought that made it look a lot better than it is. Now this, I believe, is my last Inktober before I gave up, and it's also my least favorite. The prompt was husky, and I wanted to do something cute for it. My mind kind of went to, I'm gonna get all this research and all these pictures, and I'm gonna do all these studies for dogs. This is a great opportunity to, you know, learn some animal anatomy. I did not trace, but like Mama Dog is significantly better than the puppies because I basically just drew the pose straight out of like a Google image. So I do like how Mama turned out, but the babies I kind of just, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with them. Puppies didn't turn out that great, and I don't know, I filled up the background with bones because dogs. And after that, I ended up not really finishing. I just didn't finish it, which is a shame, but I don't know. I did my best, and I'm hoping the next year I can get farther than 6 drawings. Last year I did 2, this year I did 6. At least I can say it's an improvement. And now that I'm done with Inktober, I figured I would just show you guys a few more. Oh my. I need to stop. First drawing I made is this alien girl. She's very much my style in the sense that she doesn't have, I guess, too much detail to her. She's made up of aesthetic, simple shapes rather than like tiny details. She's a green alien with her alien dog, and she's crying galaxy tears. I really just wanted an excuse to use my Prismacolor, so I did Prismacolor blending for the tears, and I did bootleg copics for the rest. And I know I keep talking about that video. I swear it's coming. She has a little alien dog with her, and I do like the concept of this dog, but I feel like his design is not the best. I'm not really a fan of the nose being red. I think I just wanted to add red somewhere because I felt like there was only red here, and I felt like it needed more red. Looking back, I should have done the antennas red, but then nothing would have matched with the wing color. It's just, I don't know. I like the concept of these two, but I think I should redraw them a couple of times and get their design figured out, because I do think there's something cute about this. Just, I need to practice her a little more. Next up, we have this one, which was very much inspired by Over the Garden Wall. My friend had been telling me to watch it for the longest time, and I just never got around to it, so when I went to her house, we sat down, we ordered some food, and we binge-watched the entire series, and I'm so sad that it's only like 10 episodes long, because it's so good. I love it so much. And so, after watching it, I ended up making this little woodland character. She's got a little mushroom hat and a daisy thingy for a skirt. I don't know, I think the reason why she turned out nice is because for this one I used like a bright grass green color, and it's amazing how changing the line art color changes the feel of your character so much. I'm now obsessed with using different colors for the line art. It just looks so soft and so light. Maybe I just don't know how to use black liner, but I can never get my drawings to look so like soft and light unless I use a color for the line art. So I'm really proud of this. It was very much an experimental piece, but I loved it. I learned a lot from drawing this, so yeah. I'm glad I made my little pixie girl. This one is inspired by one of my friends who got one of those little carnivine plant thingies. We call him Chompy, and so this is my friend, kind of reimagined as kind of like a Disney-esque character, with her little Chompy plant. I used some metallic gold just to kind of frame her face a little bit and frame the drawing a bit, give it more structure. I like the vibe. I think I used too much blue. I wanted it to match, but looking back, it's a little too matchy-match for me. I feel like my friend would never wear that, but it was fun. Now next up we have this one, and out of my Copic pieces, I think this is my least favorite. But there are some good things in there. I was feeling like drawing kind of like a more like tomboy, rebellious sort of character. But I also gave her one of these like school blazers because I feel like she's like rebellious but also studious, you know. She's not one of those like rebellion people who like, you know, they don't study and they're like, give me your lunch, nerd. She's like, you know, she's got stuff going on at home, but she's trying her best, and you know, she's got a part-time job, and maybe she needs to buy a couple new clothes, but she's doing well, and her future is bright. And she probably gets straight A's in biology. I'm just making this up as I go. I don't know anything about this character. But yeah, that's her. And I think she's super cute, and I love her, and I wish she was my friend. Now next up I have this one. This one's probably one of my favorites. It was inspired by Baylee Jae's candy hair picture. I'll go ahead and put an image here. I just loved that idea of like a cute girl with like things in her hair. The one Baylee made was like upside down with the hair flowing out. I did want the face to be more the focus in a way. I mean, I guess the hair is the focus, but I just wanted more of the character rather than the hair filling up half the space. So I went ahead and made this. It's like a cute little girl in a pink fluffy bathrobe, or maybe it's a towel. Maybe she just got out of the shower and decided to put cute things in her hair. She has little stars, candies, a little diamond. I think her eyebrows are cute. I think her eyes are cute. I think the sketch looked a lot better. If I have a picture of the sketch, I'll put it here. I just feel like some of her charm got lost after coloring her in, and I think it's the lips. I didn't color them properly, but I really like it, and she's very cute, and I had a lot of fun. And lastly, but certainly not least, I have this doodle, which I did make on Halloween night. I actually did film the process of this, but it ended up being too much of a hassle to film. And I felt like maybe it wouldn't be interesting to watch me color this in. I don't know. I felt a little uncomfortable about posting the video of it, but I did want to show you guys the final result. And again, I think my line art was better. I think a lot of people struggle with that. Their line art, once they finish their line art and to color it in, it doesn't look as good. I'm sure with practice, that's something that hopefully gets fixed. But yeah, it's just two little people with a big goofy pumpkin surrounded by little purple bats. Inspired by my friend Cindy. If you guys know Cindy, she makes bats and cute things, and this is not sponsored, but oh my god. Can you guys imagine if Cindy sponsored this video? This video was sponsored by Stitcherwitt. No, seriously, not sponsored, but please check out her stuff. She's amazing and precious, and we must protect her at all costs. Anyways, I think that's all that I have in this journal. I hope you all had a happy and fun and safe Halloween. I hope you got lots of candy. And if you didn't have candy, or you didn't trick or treat, check out the clearance section in Walmart, because I'm gonna get myself all the Kit Kats. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a lovely day.